Hey guys, welcome to my gym night routine. Tonight we're gonna hit the gym, you and me. I mean, I don't know if you're also going to the gym, but see this as a motivation, okay? If you've watched any of my videos, I'm actually not a night gym person, but at the moment it is the only time I can go to the gym. It's not my favorite time to go, but at least we're going, right? Before we're hitting the gym, I need some food. I am starving. And today, unfortunately, is one of those days where I have to cook. I don't cook every day, but I also don't meal prep anymore. So it's kind of like an in-between where I just make more portions depending on what I'm making, you know? I'm having an energy drink phase. I had my last one, I think like in 2020. Usually I have a very strict rule that I don't have caffeine in the afternoon because I cannot sleep. But tonight I want to have some energy. Cheers. It's so good. Okay, what are we gonna make? Since my boyfriend is out of town for a couple of days, I always take the chance and eat what I want to eat. Today we're making a bowl, and how I like to combine my bowls is have a protein source, which in this case is tempeh. You can also use tofu, you can use chicken, you can use fish, whatever protein you want to have. My carb choice of the day, because I haven't had this in ages, to be completely honest, I have no idea how old this is, but this is bulgur, whatever. Well, if you've watched any of my videos when I cook or do anything, you know that I think I'm like the laziest person to cut anything. But we're cutting veggies today, okay? I was really craving broccoli and bell pepper this week, and I just wanna throw it all together. And then top it off with hummus. I love hummus. How am I gonna make this? I actually have no idea. Am I just gonna fry the tempeh and then the veggies, or the veggies first and then the tempeh maybe? I need to know, are you one of these people who hates the taste of raw broccoli, or do you love it? So many people hate it. I wanna say I kinda get it, but I really don't get it, because I am one of these people, I never eat broccoli raw in a meal or in a dish or anything, because I never know what to make with it. But when I'm cutting broccoli, like right now, I have to snack on it all the time because it tastes so good. That we have a little bit more space on the cutting board. Gonna throw the broccoli into the pan already. A little bit of olive oil. Oh wow, the pan is already full. I feel like on a day when I have energy, I really enjoy cooking and I don't mind cutting the veggies. But you know, when you're super tired and you come home from work and the last thing you want to do is cooking, I'm not in the mood for something like that, okay? So today I had a work from home day, so I slept longer. I didn't have a commute, so I have more energy. Something I like to do when I have something like broccoli, I'm gonna pour in a little bit of water and then gonna put a lid on top of it and then let it simmer for a little bit. If I can find a lid. Maybe we should season it first. Don't think I'm gonna do anything complicated, just salt, pepper, maybe garlic. Oh, and Italian herbs. Oh my gosh, it already smells burnt. Ah! A little monster break. If you've watched any of my videos, have you noticed something? I have a new camera. I don't know if you can tell, but I have a new camera. I finally upgraded. My old camera was, I think it was 10 years old or something. So I bought the camera even before I started my YouTube. I bought it like, I think 2015. And I wanted to do YouTube back then, but I was way too insecure to do it. And I waited another 5 years pretty much until lockdown to finally have the courage and make a YouTube channel. Crazy. I completely forgot to make the bulgur. Let's see if we can fit it in 1 cup. Oh, it's exactly 1 cup. And then double the amount of water. This is my finished dinner. Oh my god, it looks so good. The camera is so close. It is so close. Why is it so close? I like to have my dinner on my couch. I think it is just so much more comfortable to eat on the couch, and I usually watch a YouTube video on my laptop and then I have something like rain sounds on in the background and just cozy lighting. You're joining me picking out a gym outfit, which honestly, my favorite days are when I'm feeling like wearing a color, you know, when I'm feeling like wearing blue or something. But I'm not feeling anything. Maybe a light green or a bright purple. Or should I go all pink? Or maybe a bright red? I'm at the gym parking space. My plan for today is legs first, then some abs, and then some cardio, which is very ambitious, but we're only gonna do a little bit of everything, you know. For legs, I hope the Smith machine is free. I wanna do Smith machine hip thrust, I wanna do RDLs, and then I'm probably gonna do cable kickbacks or step ups, something like that. At the moment, my goal is to mainly focus on my glutes and on my booty because I feel like I overtrained my legs in the past and I already have very muscular legs. So I kind of want to slim them but make them a little bit more feminine. I have very, 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 very prominent quads and I don't like it. I don't like it anymore. And so I'm focusing more on higher reps, lower weights, not doing too many exercises and not doing any exercises that grow my quads even further. So let's do this. I am not focusing on very heavy weights at the moment, so I'm doing my Smith machine hip thrust with 50 kg, 20 on each side. I used to do double the weight before I quit the gym. If you haven't seen the video, I didn't go to the gym for an entire year after lifting for like 4 or 5 years and going to the gym literally 4 days a week. So, but other than that, I also don't want to lift as heavy weights at the moment. I cannot lift that heavy and I don't want to lift that heavy. So I'm focusing more on the light weights, higher reps. And what I also like to do is I like to focus on my form and really engaging and squeezing my glutes. Because I feel like when you do, or when I did very heavy hip thrusts, I mean, I could feel my glutes, you know what I mean? It was hurting, it was a lot, I guess, but I feel when I have less weight and really squeeze my glutes, I can feel them better because I don't want the focus to be on my legs. I'm more in the 12 rep range. Back in the day, I used to do more like 8 to 10 reps. Okay, so I finished the workout by doing 2 sets, or actually supersets, of cable kickbacks and cable abductions. I did 10 reps on each leg. That was pretty much the whole leg workout, which is not a lot of exercises, but I have to say, especially the last exercise, which I always try to do something that is more of a glute burner and more glute focused. Well, my glutes are actually burning. If you've never tried a superset, try it. I want to do now some weighted abs. What I pretty much do is, because I don't have the strongest abs or strong abs at all, I just usually do 2 sets of maybe 10 reps if I can do it in a second set. And I just do a few exercises and that's it. So now for the part that I really don't like, which is taking off my makeup. I have been using this for years. This is super affordable. It's from Balea, which is a brand from the drugstore DM, which we only have, I think, in Austria and Germany. It's like a cleansing lotion. And then I also go in with my Garnier micellar water. I already put out my contact lenses. Maybe that was a little bit too much. Ever since getting my lash lift, I'm not used to removing mascara at night, and every time I have to do it, I hate it. When I hop into the shower, I use the CeraVe cleanser. I don't know if you need that many steps to cleanse, but I do it. And I know you shouldn't cleanse your face in the shower, but I still do it. I don't want to get my face wet after the shower, you know? So, cleansing in the shower. For my skincare, it's actually very simple because I haven't been into skincare for that long. I didn't use any body lotion today because I wasn't in the mood, okay? So, skincare. I use the ordinary niacinamide 10%. First, I don't use it every night. I don't use it when I use my exfoliant. I just put it on my face. Then I use my retinol, and because I told you I haven't been into skincare for that long, this is a great beginner retinol from CeraVe, so this is why I'm using this one. I think it's almost empty. Oh yeah, it really is almost empty. And for my moisturizer, I'm also using CeraVe because, I don't know, their products are supposed to be really good and they're really affordable, and I've been using them for quite a while now. For my hair, I'm actually gonna braid them. I don't do this every night because sometimes I'm just too lazy. But I like to have them braided because I have a lot of hair. I prefer my hair not being everywhere and not laying on my hair, and then they're more knotted if I don't braid them usually. Most of the time I do one braid in the back, but today I'm feeling like doing 2 braids because then I can leave them like that tomorrow because I'm just home tomorrow and I love having my hair in braids. And because I noticed that they're a little bit dry while brushing them, I'm using a little bit of hair oil. I don't use that every day. I use it maybe like, I have no idea, maybe 2 to 3 times a week. And then I mean, you can even see that, but I put it in my ends. And then whatever is, you know, left on my hands, I just brush through my hair. Obviously, this night routine for today is only when I go to the gym, which if you haven't seen my last video, I haven't been to the gym for an entire year. So it's something very new, and at the moment I also only go to the gym once a week. I wanna try to go twice a week, but we'll see. And other than that, I just do home workouts, and I do my workout usually before eating my dinner. This is something I really don't like. I'm someone who I like to shower, remove my makeup, and then have dinners. I have been obsessed with tea. I'm in a tea phase. If you're curious, my tea of choice is chamomile tea with a little bit of honey. I don't know if I sleep better or if I just imagine that I sleep better, but this is my night tea, okay? I need this. And what I'm currently reading is, once again, Harry Potter. I actually started this months ago, and then in, I think January, I was like, oh my gosh, it's just a perfect time to read The Shining. I've always wanted to read The Shining, and we had a very cold and snowy winter, so I was like, it's just perfect. So yeah, I read The Shining, and then after that I immediately read The Housemaid because the movie came out, and I was like, I always see movies and then read the book because I had no idea there is a book. So this time I wanted to read the book first and then watch the movie. And now I'm back to Harry Potter, and honestly I always forget how cozy it is. I always forget it. But I have to say, when I was reading The Housemaid, you know, it's like a very big font, short chapters. And then I opened Harry Potter and I was like, oh my god, the chapters are so long and it's so small written. I don't know if I will ever finish this book. And then I like to have something cozy in the background. I love having, like when I read Harry Potter, obviously I put Harry Potter ambiences in the background, but when I was reading The Shining, I also found a Shining ambience. I was actually quite disappointed that there were not that many Shining ambiences. I hope you enjoyed my gym nighttime routine. If you want to see more gym content and vlogs like this, please subscribe, give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.